Now, it's Boomer Life, lifestyle discussion designed to make your life more engaging, meaningful, and complete. Celebrating the baby boomer generation, this is Boomer Life on CIL 650.
CIL 650.
Now it's getting down to the nitty gritty. If you can't smell nice and you can't smell pretty, they don't want you around. They say you look sloppy when you... Well, I've been up and down. When I was in between, I just been hanging around. Things are quite different in life, ain't the same since I lost my tooth.
Well, that's a little bit different, gentlemen. Good morning.
Indeed.
Now, the guy there was singing about, I lost my tooth.
I hear you.
And life isn't too pretty when you lose your teeth. No. Dr. Bobby Birdie, good morning. Welcome to the program. Nice to see you again. You weren't here last time. Just Dr. Ron Zokol and I did the show, and you were off doing whatever you were doing.
Yeah, I think I was giving a lecture somewhere. I was out
think so.
of town. Absolutely.
Yeah. So welcome back.
Thanks so much.
And Dr. Zokol, welcome back to you.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, getting to know you guys real good. It's very interesting. We're going to talk about, of course, implants, as we usually do. We're going to talk about your wonderful medical facility, BC Perio, and we're going to give people reasons to want to go and visit you.
Sounds great.
So I go see my dentist, and he goes, well, you got a little problem down there. I want you to go and see my friends over at BC Perio Dental Health and Implant Center. So I make the appointment. Again, it's a free consultation.
Is?
I come in to see you, and then what happens?
Well, we see you. You get a complimentary consultation. We sit down, we discuss all of your options. A lot of times that involves a CT scan as well, that a lot of times is complimentary as well, which is pretty awesome. And then after that, you'll leave with kind of the options and discuss everything really thoroughly and an estimate, and we'll go from there.
A lot of people may have dentures, and they think dentures and implants are probably the same thing.
Yeah, possibly. They might think so, but basically they're not. Implants are completely and absolutely different. And with implants and dentures, we can have dentures retained by implants, and we can even do something like teeth in a day where we'd make your denture into a bridge.
All right, let's talk about implants versus dentures. What's the difference?
Implants are the support structures. Dentures are a set of teeth made out of plastic and denture teeth and such, and now they can sit on the gums, or they can be fixed to the implants. What we do is fix them to the implants so people have something as close to their natural teeth as they can get.
So you can eat corn, you can eat steak?
Better than if you had dentures that sit on your gum tissue.
I guess so. and you're not worried about getting poppy seeds underneath there that can cause irritation and problems?
Exactly. And when you have those dentures sitting on your gum tissues and you're chewing food and such, that bone is dissolving. Slowly, albeit, but over a period of time, the tissue shrinks, the bones shrink. You got to line your dentures, and then eventually you got to remake them anyway. So it's not as though you're finished all your problems when you go to dentures.
I think a lot of people listening to the program today probably think that dental implants are something new, but on our show last time, we were talking that they go way back in history.
Yeah, we got evidence of, about 7,500 BC, where we have evidence of a dental implant being placed.
Yeah, people using shale and other pieces of things and putting in people's jaws. Yeah, it's amazing that we've been using this kind of technology for such a long period of time. Now, the way we do it now, it's been around since probably the 70s or 80s.
A little while ago, you spoke about teeth in a day.
Absolutely.
Tell me about that.
Teeth in a day is a fancy term for a lot of different things. If you can hear about teeth in 1 day visit, or one visit dental implants, all on 4. These are all synonymous or the same thing. Basically, what it means is that you come in and we place some implants into the bone structure, whether it be the upper or the lower jaw, and you will leave that day with a fixed bridge that'll be attached to those implants, and you'll leave the office with a new set of teeth on that day. And a lot of times, if you're a denture wearer, we could even use your existing denture to do that.
That's interesting. And I forgot to ask you, what does the dentist of the year get?
I don't know.
A little plaque.
Probably. Oh, gosh.
I tried. So now somebody's thinking about this. I think this sounds pretty darn good. Let's give your telephone number out. You have 2 offices, one in Vancouver, one in Coquitlam. The office number in Vancouver is 604-872-0222, right?
That's right.
All right, that's 604-872-0222. In Coquitlam, your telephone number there is 604-936-8244, 936, sorry, 936 8244.
That's right.
So they call. Can they make an appointment on their own? Do they need a referral?
No, a referral's not needed. We're a full scope office with multiple specialists in the office and some very specialized dentists like Ron, where they're doing a lot of this implant dentistry and allows us to do a lot of things. So we have our own hygiene department. We do work with other dentists, but you can come right in and book your own consult right away.
Do you get to pick your own dentist?
You do get to pick your own dentist.
Wow. Now, I haven't met the other dentists at your office. I know you two guys fairly well now, and you're a riot.
Yeah.
You're a bundle of laughs.
Thank you so much.
You've got people there. They maybe come to see you. They're a little bit nervous at first, but they leave and they just don't care anymore.
That's great.
Well, that's good to know. Ron and I spoke with a guy last week, or last time you were here on the telephone, and he was talking about he had severe pain. And what I liked about you, Ron, is you told him, you said, let's take care of the pain first, and then let's get on with it. Right?
Sure. It's hard for people to make a good decision when they're in pain. They start, they're really focused on the pain factor as opposed to, and as soon as you throw dollars and cents into a mix when somebody's in pain, I don't think anybody's listening to you.
No.
So let's get rid of the pain first. Let's get you healthy and stable there, and then let's see what we can do to help you out in the long term.
So people come to your office, they sit down in the chair. Well, first of all, they come to your office, they get into the reception area, they have a cup of coffee.
Yes, they do.
Because it's the best coffee, I think, in the entire world. Then you take them behind those doors, glass doors.
Yes, we do.
You sit them in the chair.
Yep.
And then what do you do to them?
We let them look at the view first.
Yes, and it's a great view.
And they spend some time looking at the view. It's a skyline view. It's beautiful. I love looking at the view every day. And then from there, we sit down, and the biggest thing we do, as Ron was mentioning, is we discuss why you're there.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing we want to know is why you're here and what we can do to help what you're concerned about initially. We do a full exam, so we look at everything in your mouth, and a lot of times we find things that are of concern, but we want to make sure that whatever you're concerned about initially, that we address that first.
And you do everything with the computer, so after I've been in the chair, you've talked to me, you've done is it called a CT scan?
Yep.
CT scan, which is better than an X-ray?
Absolutely. It's a three-dimensional image.
Okay, so
Well, it is an X-ray, actually. But it's a three-dimensional
But
X-ray.
it's a good X-ray.
Oh, yes.
So you got a good look at what's in my face.
And three-dimensionally, there's so much information it provides that other X-ray systems don't, that it gives a dentist an incredible advantage when they have this type of resource available to them when you're trying to find out where the problems lie and what kind of issues that you have to deal with.
And after all this is over, you take a couple of minutes, and then you can, on the computer, you can tell me what has to be done, what it's going to cost, and then we make an appointment and proceed.
Absolutely. We give you all the steps. We give you the overall cost. And the best thing about this is that we give you an estimate that doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we give you your options. We sit down and we do our very best to gather all the information. Give you, gather all our CT scan machine. I'm so happy to have it. We're the first ones in the country to get it. It's the lowest radiation in the world. It's great. So we sit down and we go about it, and we want to make sure that you feel comfortable with all the options that we can give you.
And of course, the procedure doesn't have to be done in one day.
No, it doesn't, but it can.
Really?
Absolutely.
Many times, yeah, many cases.
Teeth in a day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be just for denture wearers or a whole mouth of teeth. It could be for a single tooth.
Wow, that's pretty exciting stuff.
And one of the things I want to point out is that I've been practicing for 40 years. I have always been a little bit on the high side of the price scale. And we talk about value, and I think that what I provided was great value for those years. Now that I've joined BC Perio and Dr. Birdie's team, because of Dr. Birdie's desire and his choice and where he's guided this process, we now provide those same services at significantly fewer dollars.
Wow.
So the value is massively greater because you're getting specialty level services at very, very reasonable dollars.
I think a lot of people probably know you from your office on, was it Canby?
Yeah, 12th and Canby.
So now you've moved over to West Broadway.
Yes, I have.
Can I ask why?
The opportunity to work with Bobby and the other specialists in that group just raises the whole standard of everything we do. And the service, because we can collaborate, we're all there in one office, we can collaborate, we can work together on many of the more complicated cases and provide even a better service than we can do individually.
And you're all learning from each other every day as you go along?
It's
Absolutely.
fun.
Yeah.
It's the best part of working together is that all of us have had different experiences. All of us have come from different backgrounds. So it's great to just pull someone in and say, come look at this, or come take a look at this, or what do you think? And it's great because it's like having 5 people work on you at once. It's pretty amazing.
Now, if people are listening to our show this morning and they're thinking, this sounds pretty interesting, maybe I should go to the website. So the website is bcperio.ca, bcperio.ca. They go to the website. What are they going to see on your website?
They're going to see a lot of photos, a lot of links. There's a tremendous amount of information. There's lots of informational videos. You can book a consult online. You can go and look at all the bio for all the doctors, look at the staff, and more than anything else, get some of the view of what the office is like and overall just kind of all the services we can provide.
Do you have more female or male patients?
Wow, that's a good question. I think it's pretty even.
Yeah,
I really do think it's pretty even.
I used to think one or the other.
Yeah. It's a 50-50 chance, right?
No, I ask that question because it's the females usually that are the caregivers of the family.
Sure.
And she's usually the one that decides that it's time to go and see the dentist, time to see the doctor. It's time to quit smoking. It's time to do this, time to do that. Right? Yeah. So that's interesting. So do you ever have a situation where the wife will bring the husband in and he's kicking and screaming and he's, I don't really need to be here. There's nothing wrong in my mouth.
I have that.
Really? Do you really?
Absolutely, I have that. This happened a few years ago, and this lady here, and literally she's dragging him in. She comes through the door, and this poor guy, and she tells her problem, and he said this guy has her husband has this denture made that fits terribly in his mouth, but his shape of his jaw structure makes it very difficult to have any type of a denture that works really well and fits well. And as he was wearing the denture, he used to suck on it. He missed his sound. They go, and it was driving her nuts. And she finally said, and she didn't like him without the denture either. That didn't make any sense to her. So there was a world of no success, if you will. There's no solution there. So she heard me on the radio and she pulled them all in. The long and the short of it is we put implants in for him and gave him a set of teeth that's now rock solid. Looks phenomenal. He got rid of his glasses, he put in contact lenses. He trimmed his mustache because now he didn't have to hide his teeth. And his hairstyle changed. It's a massive change in this man. Incredible.
So you gave this guy a brand new life. And his wife.
In his case, yeah.
His wife especially, definitely.
Yeah, it's a new life for him and a new life for her.
We talk about dental implants and that sort of thing, teeth in a day, but what we're really talking about is lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I was in your office again. I've been there a few times, and you haven't been there. I just go down for coffee when I'm going by. But I go in there, and one of your patients, a male, came out and said to the receptionist, he says, I can eat again. He says, I like to cook, and I like to eat. And he says, I don't have to worry anymore.
It's true. It's funny. The so much of your lifestyle is determined by how you look, what you can chew, how confident you feel. Denture wearers know all about that. We can go on and on. There's so many different stories that we can tell, but people just, being able to chew and eat and talk and really feel confident about it really changes the way you live your life.
So you don't have to smile with your hand up to your face anymore?
Absolutely, yeah. Not having your hand up in front of your face, not worrying about if you're going to laugh too hard or if you're worried about what people are going to see. Absolutely.
Well, you've got some very interesting things going on here. And what I think we should do is let this digest for just a second, take a quick break and come back. But before we do, I need to know, what's the other name for a dentist office? Filling station. I didn't say they were good. I just said I had some dentist jokes for you. bcperio.ca is the website, bcperio.ca. And it's Boomer Life on Soft and Easy, CL650. It's Tom Lucas with Dr. Bobby Birdie and Dr. Ron Zokol, and we'll be back right after this.
Celebrating the baby boomer lifestyle. This is Boomer Life on CL650.